Welcome, dear viewers, to Couch Warrior TV on YouTube. I'm the Couch Warrior, and you are watching The Passage, Skyrim SE Let's Play featuring Ettient Jorel, the Altmer Ranger. When we last left off, we'd finally made it back from Solstheim, having successfully rescued Vantis from the clutches of the Thalmor, and it would seem that we grabbed him up just in time as they were apparently getting ready to load him on a ship and take him to who knows where. Presumably someplace even further away, which would have made it much more difficult to find him. Is this a smithy? I think it is, right? Yes. Hey. Oh. Dude. Hey, I'm talking to you.
Yes, sirrah.
What do you got for gear?
Take a look.
My friend here is in need of some items. Okay. Oh, steel Nordic gauntlets and shin boots. That makes more sense. Possibly a helmet. Although I'm less excited to get the helmet just because I think he needs to keep his face concealed. So Ettient is definitely going to recommend against the helmet. Well, it's only 331 gold, and we've got quite a bit on us to finance this. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is Etienne's going to buy the helmet. We're going to keep it in the bag, but it might be a helpful thing for Vantis to have when we get into a position where we're able to launch an attack. So okay. It's pretty good. Right. Hey, try these on.
Still here.
Get him geared up. Oh, I wanted to go to gear. Standard outfit. Okay. So we're going to take these. I'm going to take these. Now, this should help complete the outfit. So, we're going to give him the boots and the gauntlets. But we're going to hang on to the helmet for now, because we don't really want him to equip it. We'll give it to him.
You lead, I'll
Yeah,
follow.
that's way better. Now he looks like he has a complete set, or semi-complete set. All heavy armor. All right. So, just as before, Etienne's going to take a position on point. And we've got Vantis well equipped now to tank if we need to mix it up. It's getting a little laggy there. I don't know what that is. I think this fog may be wreaking havoc with my frame rate. That's better. All right. So we're going to get a ways out of town here and then cut off the road. We're going to get up into the forest and try to make our way up through the trees. We've taken this route before. Ettient has already scouted this path. In fact, we met a group of orcs up here that we got on pretty well with. So we know that going this route will keep us up into the trees, but allow us to parallel the road. And what we want to do is keep not only ourselves, but Vantis off the main road, out of sight. We need to get to Riften without getting into any major altercations if we can help it. So that's going to be fairly important. Great weather. So, hey everybody, I hope you're doing well. I am doing fine. I do appreciate you all keeping up with the story and all of your kind comments. I apologize for not being able to spend much time lately responding. To comments. Okay, we're gonna go carefully here. Okay, we've been through this area before. And we encountered this foolishness last time as well. And last time through, we never spotted an actual mage. There he is right there. Okay. Did he take a shot at us? Okay, I don't think he's coming after us. Let's keep moving. Things have just been, you know, really busy lately, and, you know, with work and family stuff, and so sometimes it's all I can do to get an episode out, and I just don't have time to respond to all the comments like I'd like to, but I usually try to get in there and respond to everybody. But for now, I just have to kind of stay focused on trying to be reasonably consistent with content. So I appreciate you all coming back and participating in the discussion, even if I'm not in there as religiously as I have been in the past. But I shall endeavor to keep you entertained nonetheless. Okay. So, in the last episode, I made mention of the fact that we are rapidly approaching the series finale of the passage. I thought it might be interesting to let you know what's next on the list. For those of you that follow me on Twitter, you can follow me at Character Wonk on Twitter. That's where you'll find me. That is my Twitter account. I monitor that for Couch Warrior TV and also for Character Crusade podcast. So generally, announcements, updates, anything having to do with either the podcast or Couch Warrior TV is going to come out there. And I made, I put something up on Twitter last week. It was a poll just asking what type of character concept people would like to see for the next playthrough. And I posed the idea of mage, warrior, and assassin. And the overwhelming response was for a mage playthrough. And then it went even further than that to express an interest in a mage that was primarily a necromancer. So that is what we are going to do. God damn it. Good man. Nicely done. Save that poor sap, whoever he was, didn't even know he'd been saved. So it's going to be a mage playthrough, and I wanted to just throw a quick thank you out there to Katie Bryson, who has helped me vet and brainstorm some of the ideas I have for the concept that'll support the playthrough. Much work has been done, I think, just kind of trying to conceptualize what the basis for this character will be and what the overarching ideas would be around the story that I will be creating. And this is a playthrough in which I'm going to try and hit that Couch Warrior sweet spot that we've talked about in a couple episodes here, where it is a combination of both commentary and voiced character roleplay. You remember we've had some conversations on this channel where I've talked about some of the difficulties with that, how I feel as if you were to try and define what the Couch Warrior style is over the course of the 4 years I've been running this channel, I've come to the conclusion that the Couch Warrior style is a blend of commentary and roleplay. And so that's why in the past there has been some difficulty in trying to categorize what I do here, because it's not a Let's Play and it's also not a pure roleplay, but it features commentary, which allows me to talk to you like this, which I enjoy very much. It allows us to discuss the game and concepts and roleplay ideas, while at the same time being able to successfully voice a character for the purposes of improving immersion and having a deeper story experience, right? In the past, we've called it things like a Let's Live and all that kind of stuff. Blah, maybe it doesn't need to be labeled. I've just been calling them Couch Warrior story experiences, I guess. So the question is, what is the next story experience going to be like? Well, the story is going to be called Ashes, and it is going to feature a Dunmer mage, a pure mage, who is going to have some significant emphasis on necromancy. He will also be dabbling in other things, probably some restoration and destruction, things like that. Taking no chances here. Maybe we can make Vantus a nice cloak out of this guy. So again, it'll be called Ashes. I don't know when it'll start. It certainly will not start until after this story is over. And I'll be publishing more information about this in the near future. But if you get onto Twitter or you take a look at the Character Crusade Instagram account, you will see a teaser image for Ashes out there. It's going to be a little bit different in that not only is it a pure mage, but this character will, like I said, be voiced, I would suspect, probably 30% of the time, 25 to 30% of the time, and the rest will be commentary like we get here. Certainly all the dialogue will be done in character and stuff like that. But this is a character who will also have an emphasis on followers. So we are going to have a number of followers involved, which is going to create a very different dynamic than what we have had with this experience in the passage. And it's also going to give me an opportunity to, since I am going to be focused on trying to do some dialogue, it'll give me some other characters to kind of play off of a little bit, which might enhance things a little bit. The tone is going to be, I would consider, darkly humorous. There's going to be an element of humor, which I think seems to just be always present in my content for the most part. But I would consider it to be sort of dark or ironic humor in a way. So, should be interesting. So once again, thank you to Katie for really helping me brainstorm some of these ideas. It's been really invaluable to have someone to bounce ideas off of, so. Settle. Just walk on by. I think they'll leave you alone. Okay. So, we've got to find a base of operations for Ettient and Vantus that's close to the lodge. Now I'm going to rule out my secret campsite just because it's... First of all, I think it's too small for both of us to operate out of effectively. And secondly, I think it's too far away from the lodge. We need someplace that's closer to the lodge. So, at the moment, I'm thinking of checking out that mine. We found a mine on our way there last time. So Ettient has that marked on his map. We're going to go and check out that mine, see what's in there, see if we can clean it out, set up a camp in that space, because it's actually in an ideal location. It's located more near what I would consider to be the back door of the lodge, whereas if we went to the bandit encampment, we'd actually have to past the lodge and go across the road and up the mountain on the other side, which doesn't make a lot of sense. So the mine is actually right on our path right now. So that seems to be the most reasonable choice. How's our comrade doing here? He's coming? Yeah, good man. So Ettien's secret camp is right up there at the top of that ridge. Okay, what is this? Let's get a look. Okay, it's an orc. He is not a threat to us, I don't believe. So Etienne is indeed working on his plan. So we're going to create this remote camp. After that, we're going to fuck, what was that? Good job. Come on, quick. Let's get out of here. Okay. Where's this mine? It's got to be around here somewhere. That Vantis is quite the athlete. Now, if we're able to snatch up Kerway and successfully rescue her, then the next step is we're going to have to get both Vantis and Kerway out of the rift successfully, and that is the sticking point that I'm thinking Etienne would have the most concern about, right? Because if we attack the Blackbriar Lodge and grab up Kerway and make a run for it, it's quite possible that every thug that Maven has in her employ is going to be running all over the rift trying to find us and catch us. So we got to be careful about that too. Now, Etienne is thinking about safe places, and I think what we're definitely going to do is try to grab up Kerway and then make it to Angie's camp and see if we can hide everybody in Angie's camp. That'll be the goal. Alright. Okay, Vantis, let's make sure this place is cleaned out, okay? Make sure there's no threats in here, and then we'll set up shop. Dead end. Hey, out you go. This is clear. Out. Come on.
Oh.
Yeah, I know, right? Okay, it is clear. Seems that way anyway. Come on, buddy. Let's read this journal. 3rd of Hearthfire, 4th Era, 200. You know, just when you think you've hit bottom, sometimes the Aedra throw you a rope. Since the rebels took over the mines in these parts, I haven't been able to find work anywhere, and along comes Burn, my old partner, with a deed to some old gold mine out in the hills. Drink of coffee. Sorry about that. It's been too long since we did a job together. What, 4 years now? Nice to finally work with someone who knows the business. Sounds like the place was a steal, too. 22nd of Hearthfire, 4th Era 200. No one sells a mine for a song. I figured the place would be in bad shape, but not this bad. Barely a glorified cave. There may have been gold here once, but we don't even have a vein to start with. We struck out random. 3 weeks digging the lower tunnel, but nothing to show for it yet. 15th of First Seed, 4th Era, 201. Nothing. No gold, no gems, no ore, not even a useful stone. The rocks around here crumble the moment you stack them on one another. I'm ready to toss it, but Burn wants to keep on going. Just a little farther, Hadrir. We're so close, Hadrir. Bah. Burn wants me to head back to Riften for supplies next week. Might give me a chance to cool down. 29th of First Seed, 4th Era 201. So I come back and nothing. No sign of Burn. It's like he just up and left. No blood, no struggle. He just ran out on me, I suppose. I've waited 3 days, and he's not coming back. I'm going to head back to Riften and see if I can find him, or find some other work there. No sense in wasting any more time here. Burn, if you find this, I expected better from you. Huh. Alright, well that's good. It confirms the place is empty. And if it's a busted mine, in all likelihood they aren't going to be coming back anytime soon. Is there something up in there? Hey.
I'm right behind you. You lead, I'll
Tell you what. You wait here.
You go on ahead.
Let me go have a look. See if I can get up in here. Can I? Sure looks like I should be able to, doesn't it? Get up in there. Come on. You can do it. Oh. That's the entrance. All right, dude. Let's see if we can get in there with a whirlwind sprint. I'm not entirely sure if we're even supposed to go in here. This may be part of another quest, and there's an entrance that's blocked until you open it up. This could very well be an exit, for all I know. But let's see if we can do this. I don't know if the angle's right, but we'll try it. So we kind of put on a little show for Vantis there, didn't we? That's kind of funny. Makes you wonder what he's thinking right now. Oh. Hey. By the way, I'm your brother-in-law, for what it's worth. It occurs to me that Vantis may not even know him. I'm sure they've never met. We've sort of played it as if they've never met, so... Holy hell. Here's where all the gold is, man. Okay. Alright, well, at least it's not anything more sinister. Okay. Alright, no threats here. Ah, come on. There we go. Alright. Well, we're good to go. This is as good a place as any, I guess, to camp out. We're right there. You can sleep there. That's a good place for the Hound to sleep. We'll give Vantis something a little bit more posh. Right about there. Very good. There's a light. All right. Get some sleep. Or just sleep on the ground. Whatever. It's quite possible that Vantis did that on purpose. Wouldn't be a huge surprise if... Hey, look at that. If he hated Etienne's guts out of some perception that he's wronged Kerway in some way, right? So... I guess from Etienne's perspective is, you know, his brother-in-law, even his sister, doesn't have to like him. As long as we can get them to safety. We're talking about a guy here who has had his house trashed, his wife kidnapped, has been pulled away from his farm and held captive for God knows how many weeks. First held by bandits in multiple locations. Then, you know, taken from the bandits by Thalmor, hauled up to the far north, loaded on a ship. I mean, he's been through absolute hell. So now that they're safely away from that threat and able to relax a little bit and able to not worry about whether or not they're going to be getting in a fight every minute, maybe things have started to kick in now for Vantis, and the bitterness emerges that his brother-in-law's a dick, you know, that kind of thing. All right. Well, we better get some food going here. Water. Some sushi. Okay, I'm eating grilled leeks, everyone. Observe. Boar meat is uncooked. This ash hopper stuff is just nasty. I think in light of events, Etienne would pound a little Sujama. He must have had to go take a leak. I was worried he was going to make a run for it. Try to do the rescue on his own. Well, now Etienne feels like he can't go to sleep. That would make him nervous. Let's see what he does. Does he come back? Kind of like a battle of wills in a way. Now that they're not running around and fighting anybody, I just sort of get the impression that maybe they don't like each other and they're partners of convenience, and that's it. All right. well, we got to get some rest. So we're going to go see if we can get 4 hours. Ettient is thinking about the long-term situation. The short-term situation is easy, right? We got to grab Kerway, and we got to get her out of the rift. That's the idea. Execution on that will be a bit more complicated, but the concept is easy to understand. But then there's the question of what happens in the long term. Okay, so let's assume that he's able to successfully stash Kerway and Vantis at Angie's place. Then what? It's not as if they can return to their farm. He's got to find a way to deal with the Maven menace. And at the moment, he's hatching a scheme to try and find a way to make a deal with her of some kind. But as his mind works and he's thinking about this, he's working on what would the details of such an arrangement be. What does Maven have to offer him, and what does he have to offer Maven? Something like this could be done in a business-like way, where they come to some kind of a mutually beneficial arrangement that would keep each off the other's back, and that's what he'd prefer to do, as opposed to trying to threaten her into leaving him and his family alone. That seems like a strategy that would be much less likely to work on Maven Blackbriar. So he's trying to think of some ways that he can appeal to the businesswoman and make her realize that it's more lucrative for her in the long term to be allies with him than to be enemies, and to let the pursuit go. So he's got some ideas about that, but I think that, to me, that strikes me as a ideal discussion for a future episode. I wanted to plant the seed with you so that you get a sense for what our character is doing and thinking in these moments. So, what's in there? Salt. Alright. Well, it's time to wake up Vantis. Time check. Yeah.
We heading out?
Yeah.
Let's get going.
Let's do it. If you're hungry, eat on the road. They're not far from here. Okay, this worked out to be a really excellent stopping off point. Dragon's after something. Okay, let's see if we can use this Maybe we can use this dragon situation to our advantage. There's a dragon roaming around. Might create a useful distraction for us later. Mantis coming. Oh man. I wonder if it would attack the lodge. Oh, I think that's exactly what's happening. Or something on the road. Oh my gosh. Gotcha. Bastard. Whoa, 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 wait. Oh, good girl. It's after something else now. Hey, girl. Good to see her again. I think we kind of need to... We need to see what this dragon is after. Could be a threat to us. Oh, it's an elder, too. Where'd it go? Is it attacking the Blackbriar Watchtower, maybe? Man, I can't conceive of whether this is a good thing or a bad thing. Yeah, that's where the Blackbriar Watchtower is. Shoot. Alright, we gotta go. We're gonna have to run in, guns blazing. This isn't how I would want to do it, but, I mean, we potentially run the risk that a dragon tears the house apart, kills everybody, burns the place down, and Kerway's inside. That would be horrifying. So... we have more advantages now, though, that we've got Garm back. We've got Garm on our side here. So this is great. We're up a warrior. Because Garm, she is a mighty warrior. Come on. Yeah, look at the horse beat it out of there for sure. Come on, you bastard. Oh man, it's that bastard Mirak, isn't it?
This dragon's soul belongs.
You son of a bitch. Man. Look at him though.
I won't ever.
I'm a Mirak fanboy. Well, we blew our cover big time here. The only saving grace may have been that everybody ran inside. All right, let's do this. Powers, instincts, execute. Grab the key. Okay, what did I hear? Are we under attack? Or that was just Mirak exploding as he left. Okay, let's inspect this dragon. Well, we got the kill, so we're going to take the bone, get our arrows back. Okay, we may be able to salvage this situation yet. All the outside guards, as far as I can tell, are dead. They didn't survive the dragon attack. But it means that the ones that are left alive are inside and more than likely on high alert, you would think. It's kind of critical that we get a body count here. When we were here last time, we counted a total of 3 guards outside. Okay, there's 1, there's 2. Let's take another key. Hey.
I'm right behind you.
Okay. Look. Here. For roleplay's sake, I think what I'm going to do is I am going to give Vantus a Blackbriar Lodge key. Now we both got a key.
Let's get going then.
And we've got 3 ways to get in. This is the way we're most familiar with, so... And there's no way of knowing if the guard in back survived or not. My instincts aren't telling me anything. Alright, it's going to be chaos in there. But we have to assume they know we're here. So, this is one indoor job that I'm going to bring Garm to. So, here we go. There she is right there. Hey, be quiet. Kerway, I have Vantus. He's here. Come on.
What do you need, my friend?
Follow
Let's
us.
get going.
Okay? At this point, Etienne asks Vantus and Kerway what they want to do. His advice is that they cut their losses and run for it. But these two are a couple who've been particularly victimized by these people. And Kerway and Vantus make the decision that they want to kill everybody in the lodge, not only out of a sense of revenge, but also to limit any risk of being followed. So, Etienne is willing to oblige, help in this way. So, off we go. Kerway's picked up a bow. These guys are mad. Let's go. Let's get through the place. All right. We're looking for another body here, and we found it. All right. Everybody back inside. Back inside. Okay, at this point, we're going to grab any food we can. We're also going to take whatever we've got here that we can use to get Sister suited up. I'll take that. Take that. Where did Vantus go? Possibly check in the basement. Okay.
I've got your back. You go on ahead.
You wait here. Be right back.
I've got your back.
Oh, he's guarding the back door. Hey, come on in. Is he gonna follow me? Okay, he is. All right, you guys.
Still here.
How about I'm going to go through the house.
You go on ahead.
And I'm going to get Kerway set up with some travel gear as fast as possible. You two get reacquainted. Enjoy. All right. So let's grab all this, as much chow as we can. Looks like they were getting ready to sit down to a nice meal, so we're going to steal all that. Little hot food for the road, at least. Huh. So we don't really know what kind of warrior Kerway is. This is all very interesting, right? I mean, I certainly didn't do anything to tell her to pick up a bow. She just did it. She just picked up the bow and started shooting the bad guys. Which is kind of cool, right? Runs in the family, maybe. But now we're at this stage where we've got to get her set up with some kind of gear that she can travel in that'll keep her protected and allow her to fight along the way if she needs to. This gold that we're collecting will certainly help. So we're going to go see what these mercenaries have on them in terms of armor. I don't envision Kerway necessarily being a heavy armor type of fighter. I'm going to take all these keys too. Gloves, hide boots. They're all wearing steel plate armor, aren't they? Saber. I'm taking all the lodge keys because my thought is that it ring mail, that might be a little better. it might, you know, mess up their ability to deal with the situation if all the keys they need are gone or whatever. It just could make things more difficult for them. So, anything we can do to make Maven's life difficult, we will do. Especially since we're going to be making a run for it, and we've got a long way to go. We've got to make it all the way to Falkreath. So, this will be interesting test. All right, let's have a look at our own inventory. I think what we may end up doing here is, I think probably the best we may be able to do is quickly modify some of Etienne's own armor and hand it off to Kerway. I mean, she's a high elf taking after her brother. She's pretty tall. So we may be able to just take what Etienne's already got, cinch it up in some way so it fits her better, and then she'll be off and running. So let's do that. I just don't get the impression that she's going to be very effective in steel plate. All right, sister. Let's have a look.
We heading out? Let's get going. Still here.
So we'll go to gear. Okay, we're going to enable outfit management. Okay, standard outfit. All right, let's take care of her. This should be interesting. I'm going to give her all of my black mage stuff. So okay. Let's see. That's pretty good. Now let's take a look at weapons. I'll set her up with the glass arrows and the saber. I wish I had a better bow for her, but I don't. We may have to snag one along the way, or since she seems inclined toward the bow,
Let's get going then.
we'll have Vantus give up his bow.
Let's get going.
All right, Vantus. Hey. Hey.
I'm right behind you.
We're almost ready to leave. Okay. So we're going to go into his outfit. We're going to take back the mage hood and scarf. Okay. And we're going to take back the face mask. All right. Now, he doesn't use the bow. He hasn't used it yet. So we're going to take that stuff back as well. And then for his headgear, we're going to give him this fur mantle that we just collected. So he'll have some coverage. Then I'm also going to give him the leather backpack. Okay. And in his leather backpack, we're going to load it up with food. Okay, and then we're going to give him 2 water skins, 1 for each of them. This way, he's got his own pack. I mean, he's set up with a whole bunch of food and stuff.
I've got your back.
Wow, they're very quiet. They're not speaking to one another like maybe they're shell-shocked a little bit. Okay, so view her standard outfit. And then we're going to give her this hood, this face mask that will help to conceal her identity. And I think that's pretty good for now. We're also going to be giving her this elven bow as an alternative to the hunting bow that she has now. We'll see if she uses it. Sometimes they're glitched and they won't use the better bows, but... And then we're just going to tweak her combat style. And make her primarily an archer, because I think that makes the most sense for her.
You lead, I'll follow.
Look at that. We sat down together. That's nice. Okay, you ready? Let's do this. All right, we're going to head out the back door.
Still here.
Well, we did it, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Kerway back. We've got Vantus in tow. We've got Garm. And now we're embarking on the long trek. A long trek to Angie's place. And it's going to be long and potentially dangerous because we need to stay off the roads, especially here in the Rift. I mean, this is Maven Blackbriar's turf. And we have just committed an act by snatching up Kerway that not only runs afoul of Maven Blackbriar, but could potentially run us afoul of the Thieves Guild and the Dark Brotherhood as well. So I want to thank you all for watching this episode of The Passage, and I will see you next time.